you freaking Beatuses. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Deluxe Class Battle Blades Bumblebee. So, it's another Bumblebee. This is the third Bumblebee I've reviewed on this channel, but it's probably my favorite out of the 6 of the 7 that I do have. I still have the card for it way back almost a decade ago, 2010, back when toys were a lot more quality than they are now. Ages 5 and up, which it's now moved up to 8 and up. He has a conversion level of 4, which is advanced. So this would be easy. I think that's easy, intermediate, advanced, and then super advanced. I think that's how it. Here's the back of the card. You know, it's pretty boring. They mistransformed his chest, you know, because that's your standard thing to do. It's got a Camaro concept mode. Let's see, tech specs. I can read you these. He has a strength of 6, an intelligence of 8, a speed of 6, an endurance of 5, a rank of 5, a courage of 10, a fire blast of 3, and a skill of 9. It shows some of his features. He has a flip-down battle mask and a converting battle axe, which is the namesake for Battle Blade Bumblebee, of course. His axe is actually not positioned this way. It's actually flipped around. I have no idea why. It said that Hasbro did it for safety reasons, but or durability reasons. I don't think so, because it would just do the exact same thing, but who knows. I'm trying to read this through the camera. It says, Bumblebee is used to the odds being against him. This time is no different than any of dozens of other fights he's been in. As Ravage and Decepticon circle him in the gloom, he focuses all of his energy on being ready for the attack he knows is coming. So this is definitely based off of Revenge of the Fallen. Not just because of the card, but also because of this little bio here. This is probably talking about the fight in Egypt when he fights Ravage and Rampage. But Decepticon was a new toy then, and it's like the little bug that Sam crushed. So, yeah. So, here's the Camaro mode. And, it's nice, you know, it's Bumblebee. So, yeah. The underside looks exactly the same as any other Bumblebee. Bring in some comparisons. I'm gonna bring in all my movie Bumblebees that are accurate to the movie. So I have like Stealth Bumblebee from Human Alliance. I have like Canon Bumblebee. I've now settled on just getting regular standard versions of them in deluxe class. And of course, from the movies they came out in. So I have classic Camaro Bumblebee from 2007. You're probably wondering, like, I bought this in April or March, and you're probably asking yourself, this is after Studio Series, you're asking yourself, Ted, why didn't you just buy the Studio Series one instead? And I thought, well, the Studio Series is way smaller, and, you know, the quality looks pretty shoddy, and, you know, I think it's kind of a waste of money to spend $20 on a smaller figure that may or may not be more accurate, when I could get this one for $15 complete. So I'm like, yeah. Here's Concept Camaro Bumblebee. I'm gonna have to space these out a little bit more. Dark of the Moon, High Octane, and of course, The Last Night. So there are all 6 of my Bumblebees. So this is a near complete collection of Bumblebee's looks throughout the almost 6 movies now. Well, 5 movies. I'm just missing Age of Extinction concept, which I will probably get soon. At the of Amazon. So you're probably gonna get another review of a Bumblebee. 5 minutes, and I have not done that much. I will say, I do like these blue translucent windows as opposed to this and this, where you can obviously see everything inside and it looks kind of ugly, whereas this one is a lot nicer and at least it has a better look to it. I have no idea why my camera is being so weird. I have a brand new phone with a really nice camera, but yeah, I guess whatever. To transform, he feels, it's a good quality toy, kind of like, you know, these two. Those are really good quality figures. Whereas this one, it feels like that, but the joints are kind of feel brittle. I don't know why. It's the weirdest feeling figure I've probably ever had. So what you're gonna do is open the doors and make sure to pop them out pretty gently. I've seen many break on those before. Just kind of split this section here. Now you're gonna come in here and lift up that and pull out his arms like so. Fold out his hands like that, and then you can, actually we'll get to those later. Open up these wheel sections here. Bring out his arms like so and rotate them around like that, and then just kind of straighten them out. Now you can fold around these weapon gauntlets, and we'll get to those in robot mode. Those are really fun. Okay, so now you have a little bit of space to get your finger in through, and you can start moving up this whole section. So you can just kind of lift it out and up. So it doesn't have much clearance, but that's as much as you're going to get up. So split that section and fold it up. Kind of bring it back now. Unfold these little well sections there. And then he has the automorph carried over from this, where you just kind of pull out the foot, and then, oh, you'll have to straighten it out there at that double joint, and then it'll move this little piece back. Fold out that. Do the same on this side. Here we go. And then this thing right here, I don't know, just fold it up. Also, if you're wondering why I have this band-aid on my hand, I tripped and fell on the street. Accordion that in, just like so. And now he's starting to look a little more like Bumblebee. We just have to do a couple more steps. Okay, just kind of. Now, a lot of people have problems with getting his head out of here. People will say, oh, it'll pop off. What you have to do is fold out that little Autobot symbol there, and then kind of put your finger on the back of that symbol, and then get your thumb under his chin, and then push everything down, and it should come out pretty smoothly. I have to fix my camera here. Focus. There we go. Alright, stand them up. Kind of bring this piece back. Fold it in. And there's a little, if you can see in there, there's that little notch, and then the front of the hood section will just slot into there. And now these, his little chest sections here, these are up to your, geez, why does this keep getting out of focus? These are up to your own interpretation. I kind of just like to push them down and then pull them up like so. Or it's kind of a weird way of doing that. And there you have Battleblade Bumblebee in his robot mode. And this has probably got to be the best looking deluxe Bumblebee we're ever gonna get. It's pretty good. A lot of people don't like, they call him anorexic Bumblebee, because of this weird section here. I think this looks more anorexic because of just how this is basically this whole section right here, but it's worse because then it's got the entire width of his grill section. Same goes for Studio Series B. He's got nice light piping, but yeah, you can sort of see it in there. So that looks good. Gimmicks. So he's got this fold down battle mask, like so. You just kind of pull it down like so. That looks freaking awesome. This is the only deluxe Bumblebee that has a proper battle mask. The other one is the Age of Extinction concept, but it kind of just folds over his eyes, and it's not the nice one that you see in the movie. This one is a full battle mask, and that looks friggin' amazing. So he has this battle blade from the Revenge of the Fallen video game. In the game, it's red and orange, but this one is blue, so you just fold it out like so, and then you just fold it. So it is spring loaded, so you just clip that button, and then he can go whoosh. And then over here, he's got his cannon arm. This is also the only Bumblebee that does not have a separate cannon. Like, let's bring in the big giant cannons over here. Now, this is the Age of Extinction one, and it's a missile, so he kind of has a cannon, but not really. This is the Dark of the Moons, which is a mech tech weapon. You know, it's freaking... here's the concept Camaro Bumblebee, and he has 2 of these, and they just shoot. And then this is the concept one. You know, of course, it's got a blade here, which is cool, but still a separate piece. And then here is the Last Night's one. This is probably the nicest looking cannon, of course, because it is a separate piece and it doesn't have any gimmicks built into it. But it's a separate piece. Here is the second best looking one, and so you just split open that piece, fold in the hand, and then bring out the cannon and then fold it back up. That was ingenious. As a little kid, that was like my favorite part of it. Honestly, no one cared about this. All the people who went to school and had one of these never cared about the axe. This was just the coolest freaking Transformer from Deluxe Class you could ever freaking find. He has 3 gimmicks that are all non-intrusive, and they look great. Now, granted, it is, you know, unpainted, and it's just a yellow cannon, so it doesn't look particularly nice, but it does have the details in there. You know, it has kind of the, let's see if we can zoom in on here. It's nicely sculpted, and where did I put the Last Night Bumblebee's cannon? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, so if you look here at a comparison, you know, it has like the multiple little missile launchers on there too, but it has them on here too, which looks nice, and it's got a lot of detail in there, so I think it looks pretty great. And there we go. Articulation, he's got ball jointed shoulders and go all around and stuff. He's got gorilla arms, but that's kind of how he had them in the movie. So they go kind of in and out. Over here, now his hands, he has a weird joint at the wrist, but he can open his fists as well, or he can open up his thumb at least. And he can grab things. I have a Legends class Ravage, and you can recreate the entire scene where he rips out his spine with his tail. So you can recreate that with these cool hands. He's got a waist swivel, ball jointed head, bend at the knee, and then he's got a double bend due to transformation, and then he's kind of got some toe, and then he's got that. Well, this is his foot articulation right here, and then he's got toe articulation there. So he has got pretty freaking good articulation. And to think this was a $10 toy. For $10 now, we can get a Legends class figure, which is basically a Scout class now. But for $10, you could get a near perfect deluxe with tons of paint apps, just 3 gimmicks, and just a really accurate look. It's disappointing that we have to spend $20 for a mediocre figure. Then again, I got this at Walmart for $15, but still, this was a lot better quality and just everything for a Bumblebee. And I guess now we can do some size comparison.
Size comparison time.
So here we have the Hunt for the Decepticons Battle Blades Bumblebee with the 2007 Classic Bumblebee, the 2007 Concept Bumblebee, the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, the Age of Extinction High Octane Bumblebee, and the Last Night Bumblebee. Pure masterpiece. Okay, this is sad. Both deluxe class, 2017, 2010. You see this? What is this? What happened to this? What is this? I'll tell you what this is. This is unacceptable. Freaking bad head sculpt. It's so awful. You can't see the details even. Yeah, there we go. Sort of. Maybe. Oh, whatever. He's freaking not great. He's not ever going to be as great as one of these. So, don't believe the news. Don't believe the hype. Spaghetti.